Guys, let's talk about happiness. Let's talk about what we think, how and when we are happy, right? So if I'm getting what I want, I'm happy. If I receive what I want, I'm happy. If I'm getting this job, if I'm getting this partnership, if I'm getting blah, blah, blah. So I'm getting something from the outside and then it's coming, right? Let's dive into this very, very deep, right? I really want to get this so clear and so on point that we all understand how happiness actually works. And I want you to be so open, not to me necessarily, right? But to yourself. Be honest on where you stand at this very moment so that you can actually make a change. Okay, change doesn't come if you're running away from that what is here and now. So dive into this, but be open to look at the situation you're in the now first, right? So if we are meeting the first time, hello, welcome. My name is Patricia. I'm a life coach. And yeah, this is what we are doing. We are discovering the inside of us. And we are discovering how to have a better life, to actually explore life more, and to not just go for work, come home, sleep, and do it on repeat over and over and over again. So yeah, what we are really doing is discovering here, discover what is on the offering, right? And yeah, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the like button as well to actually spread this message a little bit more. And before we dive into this video, I want to tell you that there is a self-discovery course right now available, which will be really about diving into the depths of you. It will show you how to do practices, how to really gain more access to your heart, to who you truly are within, without all those layers that you have once learned, without those patternings, right? It will give you a great idea and a great insight on how to work on yourself to have a fuller life. Right now, it's only $47 until June 1st. So go and grab your spot. It will be gone after this one. So yeah, if this is something that you're looking for, go ahead, do it. I believe this is an offer that pretty much many of you could potentially go for. So I wanted to give you the chance to really work on yourself on a very easy budget. So with this said, let's go into this, right? Yeah, let's dive into what happiness means for most of us. It means, for many of us, if I'm receiving something, I go shopping, I get a new whatever bag, if I receive a new opportunity, if I blah, blah, blah. The story is ongoing, okay? The point here is it's something external. So from over here, I receive it. Now I get the allowance to be happy. And now it's okay, right? What happens afterwards is it takes like, I don't know, a couple of minutes or maybe a day, maybe 2 days, okay? Maybe you bought a new car and you are super, super happy. Actually, in my 20s, I did the same. I bought myself a car and I was so happy. I was like beyond limit. Like I was really, really, really happy until I realized, oh, actually, that's not really what I want. And here comes the whole trick, right? so many times we actually think we know what we want, just to then find out, oh, that wasn't really what I wanted, right? So oftentimes you get something, but out of what you're getting, you actually want to feel a certain experience. Does that make sense? You want to feel something, okay? You want to feel, I don't know, love. You want to feel happy. You want to feel something. And that feeling, that emotion leaves at one point, and usually quite soon, okay? It's not really late. It's not like in a year or something. It's like 5 minutes, or I don't know, one day, or, which actually means, let's take one step back again. It means I'm receiving it. I'm allowing myself, okay? I'm giving myself the allowance to feel, okay? This means I have the power to push the button to now feel happy. Do you understand that? I have the power, okay, I have now enough money in my bank account. I have the power to feel happy now, to feel grateful, to feel loved, to feel supported whatsoever, right? I can now feel happy. I give myself the power to feel happy, okay, in the here and now, because of this external thing over there. Okay. Now I have it. Then I start to realize, wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted just a feeling. Oh. I wanted just a feeling. But I can't keep the feeling. I can't hold the feeling. I can't make myself feel the same way every single day, because what I generally practice is feeling crap. And if you're now thinking, I'm not practicing how I feel, that's just automatically coming. Well, no. You know why? Because then everyone would feel the same, which is not the case. Okay? So if not everyone feels the same than you do, you're practicing something different than anybody else. Do you understand that? It's so crucial. It's so important, because I used to, and many of my clients are doing this, okay? They start to realize the way how they practice feeling, the way how they practice to feel good goes in a certain way. So they're thinking something, and then their emotions are coming in, because the allowance is here to feel good, to feel the love, to feel happy whatsoever, right? That emotion that you want to feel. And it could go the other way around. It could be like you're very in a traumatic situation and you're kind of addicted to that emotion, to stay in this denser kind of emotions, feeling sad. What we are training every single day is what we are used to. It's so difficult if you are experiencing painful situations over and over again, to realize that you are practicing how you feel. Because when you are in this environment, you kind of feel, oh, it's normal. I've got this event, and because of this event, I feel crap. And because of this event thing, I have the right to feel crap. Well, yeah, you have the right to feel crap. The problem is, you don't really want that, right? I mean, most of us actually want to feel good, okay? Most of us want to feel loved. Most of us want to feel love. Most of us want to feel good. But we are training to feel crap. We are training to feel sad. See, in my 20s, I was doing this over and over and over again, until a person told me, hey, actually, do you know what you're doing? And I was like, well, what? And exactly what I'm telling you here and now is, you see, you're learning, it's a learned behavior, and you repeat that, okay? I used to do this with shopping and doing something like this, because I felt, okay, well, I buy myself nice things and then I'm covered. Then I actually allow myself to feel good. Now it comes another bullet point in, which is very important, and that one is, if I allow myself to feel good, this means I have the power to switch it on and off. Okay, let that sink in. If I'm getting something and then I allow myself to feel good, I allow myself to get this energy up and to feel here, to feel good, okay? This means I had the power all along. This means that I could wake up and decide, make the decision, make the intention to have a good day today or a bad day. When I started to realize that I'm in charge of that, I was actually quite shocked. I was shocked because I started to realize that the way how I made myself miserable was actually me. And that sucked. You know what I mean? That sucked. So it means I wasn't living in... I wasn't happy most of the time, and it was even my own creation. I created that. You know what I mean? Yes, you have certain events that can make you sad, and I mean, I went through quite a period of very sad events. But I chose to stay and to get stuck in that denser energies. I chose that. And I know how hard this may sound if you are there, but it's important that you understand that you can move out of this anytime. All you actually need to do is to give yourself the allowance, the permission, it's okay to actually feel good, to practice to feel good, you know? And if you're just sitting here, and if you're just listening, and if you're just starting to see, oh, I can choose that. I can choose to not bind myself on what I receive from the outside, because I choose myself, because I deserve to feel good. I deserve to have a good life, you know, to expand, to explore, to be, right? It's very in the feminine, right? We are talking about the feminine coming up, like hello, right? It's very, very in the creation we are talking here. But I feel that we need more of that. I feel we are very, very in the doing, very in the doing. And we miss out on the chance to explore, to be more in this feminine energy that is actually making us happy, that is making us smile, that is actually coming up, pushing up, and showing us, hey, actually, I don't need to work so hard to be happy. Let me say this again. You don't need to work so damn hard to be happy. You don't. You choose. You see? But what you need to do first, and here again, we are coming back to this discovery course, right? If this sounds a little bit almost like you cannot really grasp it, you understand what I'm saying, but somehow, like, yeah, no, like you almost want to escape, right? If this is happening with you right now, then please go check out that course. It's really accessible. It's a budget that is pretty much okay for many, many people. So, and this is my aim, to help you and to support you on some level that I can. And I believe this course is helpful to really understand a bit more and to start to learn how to reflect, and then come back to this video and see it with other eyes. You see, you don't need to work so hard to feel happy, but you need to learn how to practice your inner world. How is your emotions moving through you? Is it actually moving through you? You know, in my 20s, it was stuck. Like there was no movement. You know, it was really stuck. It was stagnant for many, many years. And I didn't want to open up that Pandora box because I felt like this is going to be a little tricky. And eventually, I didn't really had any more chance because I was like, okay, well, if this is my life and if I always feel miserable, even though my outside world looks okay-ish, I don't know, I'm not happy. I need to change. I need to make a change. And I'm ready to just try. And this is what I'm asking you. Just try. If it doesn't work for you, there are so many other coaches who are helping you to explore, who are showing you something that might be important for you to know. You know, most often is a coach will point some fingers, some directions that you need to explore that is important for your journey. But it's not everything always important for the person. It's just this bit, right? This maybe it's a big chunk, maybe it's a small chunk. I mean, I've worked with so many mentors during this time, and I can tell you that I learned the most when it was very, very painful. So the possibility to grow big when there is a lot of pain is huge. It's massive. Does it take courage and faith? Of course. Yeah. Because you are learning to trust yourself more. You're learning to open up more. You're learning to be more in your body. It's important that you're present to those healings, right? And the pure intention alone to say, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to explore the life that is actually in front of me and not to always go back in what was there. And see, even the stories we are creating so many stories about how our lives have been and how painful it has been. And this is why I feel bad. And this is why I feel blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but ultimately, it's an excuse not to feel good. It's an excuse that you are still feeling that. It's because you're scared to move on. Because what happens if you're opening up? What happens if you're choosing that that is not the right path anymore? Well, then you really have to learn how to trust into the gray zone, right? It's not black, it's not white. You have no idea what is coming. You have to learn to ride that wave. You know, you have to learn how to navigate in those emotions, and that might be sometimes like this, you know? And you have to be okay that it is maybe sometimes like this, because that's life, right? If you're feeling through the emotion and you start to learn that this is just moving through you and you let it go again, it's so helpful. I tell you, everything is temporary. So if you decide, if you choose to be happy, learn how to practice to be happy. Access that. And you know, you have to do that in a very, very conscious way. Kind of like, you know, if you're not really present enough, you can't really do this, because it's hard to rewire. I would say it's not possible to rewire how you're thinking, how you're expressing yourself, how you're having your boundaries set, how your inner child reacts, right? We talk about this in the course. See, it's difficult if you're not present enough, and you need to learn how to be present, how to be here, how to look the people in the eyes, how look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror, and see, am I happy with what I'm seeing? Most people would then do like this and kind of get back, right? Look, what is in front of you is important, because you need to let it go. It needs to move, right? It needs to move smoothly, right? So you can start a new journey, so you can start with ease. See, feeling happy, being happy is easy. But we feel and we think it's hard. It's not. It's not. But I used to think exactly the same, so I can relate, right? All right, my friends. I hope this has helped you. Let me know in the comments section how this video made you feel. And we speak very, very soon. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.